ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
You put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
If I can't do it, homie, it can't be done.
VIP me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies, make money, money.
Hold out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find the things in my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me, no, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go, money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? It is Alex, Fantasy Football Hustler, back at you. We got another episode of Elevated Sports Talk. You want to dominate your fantasy football league? You need to be here every single day that we bring you this information and this news. We got a lot to talk about today. A lot of news, a lot of smoking, the old ins and outs. We'll throw on the bottom of the screen. Let's get it. Let's see who's up in here. Daniel Berry, what up? What up? Hey, Bakes a lot. Wake and Bake, what up? Johnny, Crispy, what up? Derek, Emil, salute. Toker 1J, salute. What up, Matt? What's going down? And let's see. Derek said Romeo Dub skipped practice Thursday and Friday over frustration with his role in the new offense. Interesting. That's actually very interesting because he got labeled doubtful, but I think it was just by the platforms. I don't think it was actually by the Packers. This is good intel, Derek. Let me go look at their injury report, see what it says. Let's see here. Yeah, Dubs is he's doubtful, says the Packers. So it's all personal on why it's doubtful for him. So this is interesting because normally when players are doubtful, well, obviously it's because of injury more often than not. But this one's very interesting. So even though he is, even though he's doubtful, this could be one of those ones that if he changes his tune over the weekend, he still could play. He still could play. But yeah, we're gonna have to monitor. What up, Corey? What's going down, my brother? And Bakes Romeo Dubs likely out for being a bitch. Play better, get more routes, motherfucker. I mean, come on, man. Let's not act like everything everything with wide receiver success is based on like what they do. You need like for a wide receiver to have success, you need the offensive line to do good, you need the quarterback to do good, you need the play calling to be good. Like so many things need to go right. And yeah, so let me read. Derek just brought up Antonio Gibson. That's why I put what's his name Stevenson on the main thumbnail here, because we know that there's a bunch of people who have questions about him. So here's exactly what Jared Mayo said. He said, had a conversation with Ramondre Stevenson. He won't be starting. That's what Derek said right here. But now it's the second half. See, like what you just put there, Derek, that's the clickbaity shit that everyone's putting there. They're only putting the first half of the statement. Here's the second part of the statement. I'll be upfront and transparent. Of course, nobody wants to do that because this is where he gets honest. He will play, and he understands that he needs to protect the ball moving forward. So everybody who's like acting like Ramondre Stevenson is like benched and is not going to play, that he's going to get like 0 snaps, things like that, like setting yourself up for failure, because he's still a decent flex guy in this matchup that they got going. But Antonio Gibson will be on the field for the very first play. Outside of that, there's no guarantees with anything. And good, Maddie said didn't pull those trades. Let's get it. Crispy said I put his ass on the IR. There we go. Big Bandar left Mooney on the bench this week. But who'd you play over? Big said LaFleur's play calling is legit. I'm more on Dubs. I mean, I think we've seen two tales of the Packers play calling. I know you like Jordan Love, but come on, man. First half of that game versus second half of that game was like polar opposites. So like they're, like, and why are you throwing to Wicks that much? Like just so he could drop it? Like, come on, man. Of course, which two you prefer out of these two? Trey Tucker, Wilson, Whittington, Tutu, Tolbert, Juju, Watson. Probably Tucker and Tutu. I do like Whittington as well. I mean, it's just okay. All right. Jake has bong rips are good for the soul. You already know. What up, Jake? Wake and bake. Let's get it. Chef Ran, Rams game could be a shootout. I don't know if the Rams are capable of shooting out. I really don't. And Jeremy Fowler expects teams in need of a wide receiver to call the Browns on Amari Cooper. Sounds good, but Jared said got a tough choice between. Got to pick two: Wicks, Jacoby, Wandale. I'll go Wicks and Jacoby. Bakes flex one: Ramondre, Mostert, Emmanuel Wilson, Naylor. See, like in this case, I'd still go Ramondre. Nah, Dubs. That's my quarterback. I feel like Stevenson is going to win his job back. If we listen to what Jared Mayo said, he's in the doghouse. Like they pay him too much money. Like he can't keep fumbling. Like if he keeps fumbling, he's not going to be playing that much. If he comes out today and doesn't fumble, he's going to be the starter next week. What up, Pam? Jake said Rams are shooting themselves in the foot. Big Bandos. I put Leggett over Mooney. Man, did you ask me that? Because Leggett has a bad matchup. And Apple Cod, start 1, 2-2. Madison, Sermon, Rico. I'll go 2-2. Derek said pick 2 out of Ayuk, Scary Terry, Wicks, Wandale, Kareem Hunt. First 2. Jay Cass, who should I start and who will have a better game, McBride or Kincaid? So both teams, these guys are going up against defend the tight end really well. Super well. And I think I'm going to go Kincaid over McBride because 49ers are like one of the stingiest against the tight end position. So I think I'll play Kincaid, and with no Shakira, you just hope that he gets like an uptick. Hey, Derek, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for going and saluting on Twitch. You the man. I need to put yeah, and Derek cheering over there on Twitch. Appreciate you, my brother. It's like a super chat on Twitch. So thanks for answering my question, Huss. Appreciate you, Derek. You the man. Let's smoke it up more. Made it all the way to the end of the comments. Oh, here goes Terrell. What up? Wicks, Deontay, or Higgins? I think I'm going to go Higgins. It's tough, man. Bears give up like nothing to the Bears give up nothing to the what's it called? To the wide receivers and quarterbacks. Applecott, what's good, y'all? Said start one. I already answered this. Did you not hear my answer? Answered it like super quick within like a minute or two. So let me know if you heard my answer. And Will said 21 watching, only 11 likes. Come on, guys. Let's fix that. I'm here grinding, answering your questions for free. And hey, there goes Bad Sport, though, with the super chat. What up, homie? So I scooped up Mooney off waivers after he blew up. Our waivers don't close until 1 o'clock Sunday. We call it Thursday night snatch, Thursday night football snatch. My wide receivers are Collins, Amon-Ra, Deontay, Shakir, Mooney, Brian Thomas Jr. feeling sexy. Yeah, man, that's super solid. Super solid. And so when did you so like you already got him like now? Like that's what you're saying? Like you were able to pick him up like after this Thursday's game and he just like barely hit your like he barely hit your roster like right now? Like you don't got to wait until next week for him to be on your bench already? That's cool. Ah, man, he said, no, I didn't. Okay. All right. I'll forgive you. I said I'm going to start 2-2 amongst this bunch of peeps that you threw in. And Matt, what up? Said, Hustler, I appreciate your help every week. Down to 10 teams in Survivor. Who you thinking? Seattle. That would be my choice if I could pick anybody. Seattle's playing at home. They're pretty much at full strength. Giants are not. And Sir Drop TV said, should I start Gibson or Braylon Allen? I'm starting Gibson over Braylon Allen. But one thing that you got to remember is that Gibson is still going to be part of a committee, just like Braylon Allen would be. And just because he's starting doesn't mean he's going to get all the work. So I like Gibson over Allen for sure. Not that much though. And hey, Toker1J, thanks for showing love, my brother. Much appreciated. You guys are the shit. Let me get the footer updated here. And even though it's 1 penny more, I'm gonna put Bad Sport on the bottom there. It just only seems fair. It's the first one to get it in. And Bad Sport, I forget, are you in Germany? I cannot remember. I know at one point I think you might have been. All right. And Bake said, flex Curtis Samuel, Justin Watson, Turpin, Manuel Wilson, or Ty Chandler. Fuck, dude, it's kind of ugly. I don't want Ty. I don't want Turpin. Kind of don't want Emmanuel Wilson. So it's between Curtis Samuel and Justin Watson. Kind of feel like I would take the shot on Justin Watson over Curtis Samuel right now. Like even now, even after that, some people leave in the game last week. It's not like Curtis Samuel got really any kind of like uptick. I feel like if I'm going to start anybody randomly in a flex capacity over for the Bills, it's going to be Matt Collins. And Toker 1J and Bad Sport. I'm about to smoke it up for you. Okay, cool. I did remember that. Bad Sport is in Germany. Hey, we international show, everybody. International show. Every time Bad Sport, Marco, Nigel, Emil, we got a bunch of people who are outside of America. And Will, Sermon or Akers in PPR? Ooh, oh man, that's ugly. Yes, and you threw the throw up emoji. I'm with you. I think I'm gonna go Akers. I mean, both kind of suck. If it's Flacco, maybe I'll go Sermon because maybe we'll get some checkdowns like to him. Both very bad. I really don't want you to play either one of these guys unless I'm in a very bad position. And you're in a very bad position if you have to choose from both of them. So, Godspeed, Will. Godspeed. Let's get it. And Corey said, who to start between A-Chain and Cook? Ooh, I think I'm going Cook on this one. I expect a really big bounce back game from the Bills. And we know how the Patriots are. Sometimes they give up, kind of room to the running back with their bend, don't break. But they've been playing pretty stout against the defense. Their defensive line is handling biz for sure. And Phil said Najee is the only Steelers running back this week. So I'm almost positive that there will be another running back who actually plays on the Steelers this weekend. Will we know who they are? Will we even know their name? Probably not. I don't think Warren's already been ruled out. I'm pretty sure they said Patterson is doubtful. I'm not 100% positive on that. But as of right now, I think that Najee is the only running back that we will actually know their name that plays. And so I really like Najee this week against the Cowboys. Corey said, if Lloyd plays, are we playing him? Yeah, Devin Lloyd, right? Yeah. I mean, it always depends on your options, but yes, for the most part. There's no Foyo Lakun, Devin Lloyd. He's going to be the best guy in their, not on their defensive line, okay? Because you actually got a couple good pieces on the defensive line, but out of the linebackers and DBs, he will be the best player on the field for sure. Big said, that's how I feel since Rashee Wright is out, vacant targets. Yeah, I mean, because both are really a throw, just a toss-up. I'd rather toss it up to Justin Watson than fucking Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel, if Shakira's there, he's the sixth option, on their team. That is horrible. Horrible. Curtis Samuel, he's a shell of himself. That's really what it is. And Derek said, Matt Collins, a good sleeper call. Huss. Yeah, I mean, that's a desperate dart throw, but he was the one who got the uptick in targets and the uptick in snap percentage because of Shakir. So that's where I would want to lean over. Yeah, I mean, Curtis Samuel, I just feel like a lot of people are shit, I would rather play Dawson Knox than Curtis Samuel, okay? In a flex role. That's how little I like Curtis Samuel right now. Could he get some random fucking goal line touches? Yeah, it could happen, but I don't think that would be, I really don't think that's going to be too much of a thing. Moneyline Mills, he said, let's cash. He said, tighten up, let's get it. And Zaire said, I have a sneaky pickup. It's Trey Sermon. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to play him if you could get away with it. If you could get away with not playing him, I know that the Jaguars are a good matchup, on paper. The Colts have not won in Jacksonville for a long time, and they just usually don't play good when they go down there. I don't necessarily know why, but it's been a thing for a minute. And Sir Drop TV said, should I trade Stevenson for Shakur? And Jeff Rand said, Tupac? I think I'm going to hold. I think I'm going to hold on Stevenson right there. I mean, unless you're super blessed with running backs, Shakir is not going to play this week. So if you kind of don't need either one of them to play this week, I might want Shakir for the long haul, but I feel like everybody's super down on Stevenson right now. He's in the doghouse. His career isn't over. You know, his season isn't over. Like, he's in the doghouse for fumbling. Like, this is how sports work. Like, you fuck up, you get punished, you get put on blast, and like, he's not starting, but I bet he still gets more touches than Gibson, and I bet he gets more snaps than Gibson. So like, being the quote unquote starter is like, it's a demotion. Like, it's a demotion for him, like, morally, to know that he fucked up. Like, it's not like they're not gonna play him. He's still probably the best guy that they got on offense. Like, right? Like, can anybody question that Ramondre is not the best guy on the Patriots offense? And they need him not to fumble, though. Like, they need him to take that shit seriously and not fucking fumble. So that's why he's making this move. And it was just like Derek said a little bit earlier. This is the part that everybody is fucking using as an article title, whatever. Had a conversation with Ramondre Stevenson, and he won't be starting. It's the first half of the statement. And he said, I'll be upfront and transparent. He will play, but he understands he needs to protect the ball. So, you know, when you take away 50% of the context, like the point of what he says just sounds like crazy different. That's the thing that's like insane. And like, people are just getting away with putting that first half of the statement, trying to get extra clickbaity, you know? And, but that's why you guys come here, because we tell you the full story, not just half of it to freak you out. And Derek said, yep, seeing that's how they're trying to do people. And Sweet Maui Onion, woo, what is it, like 5:30 over there in Maui? Let's get it. Full PPR, ETN or Wandale. I have to play ETN because of the matchup. Wandale, it's not necessarily like the best matchup for him, like, at all. Let me go check. Let's go check the Jaguars injury report just to double check that. Let's see. So ETN was limited all week. Now I remember this. I looked this up yesterday. So he was limited in practice all week, but he does not have an injury designation. So they've already labeled a whole bunch. Like, okay, here's one specifically. Darnell Savage. He was limited all week in practice with a quad injury. He's questionable. Okay. Same exact practices for ETN, and he has no injury designation. So I think he's good. I think they just gave him running back rest. And I mean, well, his shoulder, I mean, we know the shoulder, like, he got hurt, but I think him just getting limited practice, lower the hits, you know, things like that. And I got to play ETN versus the Colts. I have to. And Corey said Higgins or Addison. Man, it's tough to get off Addison right now. Pause. But that's where I'm going, man. And like, this week specifically, Sauce going to be covering JJ. That's a horrible matchup for JJ. I'm not saying JJ is not going to get his and not get some catches, but Addison's going to be the guy who's not covered by Sauce, who's going to be a lot more wide open than JJ will be on most plays, because Sauce is going to be all over him like a cheap suit. Will said bench one out of Bolton, Alshire, Cashman, Edwards, Speed, Pratt, and Bernard. As of right now, I'll just say Bernard, because we don't know if he's going to play yet. He's still questionable. Let me go check their injury report. But it would be Bernard or Alshire that I'd be sitting. So Bernard, he was limited all week. And for your specific case, you know, let's just hope that he doesn't play. And then it makes that decision a lot easier for you. Zaire said also got Jerry Jeudy because Amari Cooper fading away, wide receiver one spot. Yeah, I mean, he obviously doesn't want to be there. And, you know, Jerry Jeudy's getting some good targets. It's a good matchup for him this week. I mean, I'm super nervous about like deploying him, but it's a really good matchup on paper. And Bake said about to dab. Let's get it. He said need the Fred Flintstone emoji. That's a good one. Yabba dabba do. All right. Let me where the hell's my pen? Where the fuck is my Sharpie? Oh, here it is. All right. So emojis. So we need the 69 emoji. And we need Fred Flintstone. Yabba dabba doo. Let's get it. All right. And Bad Sport, start Ford. Chubb's coming. Chubb's not coming back this week. He's back at practice, and they opened up the 21-day what the fuck do they call that? The 21-day return window. I don't know what the hell it's called, but they have pretty much between when did he come back to practice? Wednesday and 21 days from then to let him practice without having to declare him as an active member of the roster. So we will know. I mean, shit, I guess we could hear about Chubb playing like today sometime, but I don't think he's not going to. He's not going to. Or snatch Sermon off waivers in case he blows up. I already have the number 1 waiver claim. I would play Ford still. I mean, it's a way better matchup. But I would try to grab Trey Sermon. I mean, you block another league mate from getting him. One Nation, what up? Jason, what up? Pup pass, Wicks or Stevenson? I'm gonna go Stevenson still. What up, Jamie? Let's smoke it up, homie. And Tucker 1J, 2-2 or Wandale. I'm going 2-2. And so Drop TV said, just sub. Thanks for the free advice. Appreciate you, homie. Thanks for subbing up. Chef Ran, pick him up. Oh, wait. Hold on. You guys might not have heard that. There we go. I got to get this soundboard working. Damn audio. One Nation FPPR, sit one DJ Moore, Trey Tucker, Wandale. I'll sit Wandale. Bakes, DJ Reed's no slouch. Addison going to get shut down, in my opinion. We'll see. We'll see. DJ Reader's good, but it's not like people don't throw on the Jets at all. Let's see what the Jets are actually giving up to wide receivers points-wise. Jets are giving up, they're giving up the 14th least, so that means they're giving up the 18th most. It's not like, it's not like they're completely shutting everybody down. And if they are ahead in this game like at all, that just makes things like much nicer for the Vikings. Like if the Jets are ahead of the Vikings, they're playing catch up. Snag 2K, Kareem Hunt or Ramondre. Man, Kareem Hunt's still limited. And Clyde Edwards is supposed to come back. I'm going to go Ramondre. And I know that he's not going to be the quote-unquote starter as well. Robert said Sermon, Moss, Dell, Keenan Allen. Damn, all bad. Every single one, all bad here. I guess Sermon for the shot at the most volume out of everybody here. All these guys have like so matchups. Like none are better than the other really with the matchups. What up, Pam? Love or Purdy? Ooh. I will go Love. Cardinals play the 49ers pretty tough. And Jamie, what up, bro? He said Amari's been having some big games, but all his players are being called back for penalties for sure. For sure. He said he'll have a top 12 week versus the Skins. I hope so, man, because there's places that I'm playing him. And said I traded for Ramondre 20 minutes before they announced he was out of the starter role. It doesn't matter, dude. Like I know you just got here and you didn't hear what I say. We hear what I said, but he's gonna play. Like, just don't even worry about it. Like, he's in the doghouse. He's not done. He's not done. And Corey start A-Chain, Stevenson, Gibson, Akers, Higgins. I think I'm man. I don't think I want to go Higgins in this one. Pam, Conklin or McBride also starting Kelsey, 2 tight end league. So I'm probably just going to go McBride. I mean, the 49ers, they are tough. against defending the tight end, but they do have a couple injuries over there. I think I'll go McBride over Conklin. The range of outcomes just seems a lot worse for Conklin than it does for McBride. McBride seems a lot safer. And Zaire, so do I drop Sermon for Antonio Gibson, or do I get Alexander Madison? I'd probably keep Sermon out of those guys, out of those three. Chef Ram still riding the Jake London high from Thursday. Hopefully more games ahead like that. I mean, hopefully more games ahead like that for the Falcons in general. It kind of sucks for Bijan, but, you know, you like it. Peanut Breath OG, dabbing on my break while I wait to see if these trades get accepted. Let's go. I just offered Worthy, Devonta Smith, and Irving for A.J. Brown, Love, and Higgins. Or for A.J. Brown and Love and Higgins for Neighbors. Okay, nice. Snag, start Gibson or Ramondre. See, it's funny because to a lot of people, like if you didn't hear what I said earlier, let me know. But I would still start Ramondre over Gibson. Man, Crispy, did you not? You were here in the beginning. Did you not hear what I said, or are you just fucking around? And Jamie says, see the Jets giving up third least to wide receiver points per game, 10.8 to wide receiver slot, and 10.7 out wide. And when are you like looking at that from? Because like, I don't know, even if you go to like the one game where they actually gave up a bunch of points to the Tennessee Titans, that still skews their numbers a little bit. But like week 1 to San Fran, like they gave up middle of the road, like numbers. It wasn't like insane, you know, numbers. New England, like they were beating New England so much that their wide receivers actually got some points like that week, like not an insane amount. And then they completely shut down Denver. But you're talking about like the Denver Broncos, like, well, I guess you said third. But look, even just these three right here. I mean, Denver, they gave up like nothing like week 1 to the wide receivers. Same with Pittsburgh week 2, same with Tampa week 3. And then like the Jets had like the best game wide receiver wise. Like we hate on Garrett Wilson, but it's like their wide receivers actually had like the best games like against them. But yeah, let me know. Or do I get a Goomba Wale? I mean, it depends on if you're going to start him, because I might start a Goomba Wale over Sermon. No, Pam, it's not. Here's so you will hear that Stevenson's benched, okay, because that's the way that people are just wording it. Here's exactly what Jared Mayo said. Had a conversation with Ramondre Stevenson, and he won't be starting. Now, this is my input. Starting running back means you're on the play for the very first game, and that's it, okay? Now, here's the second half of his statement. I'll be upfront and transparent. He is going to play, and he understands he needs to protect the football moving forward. That's what it comes down to. So he's going to play. He might get less snaps than his average like snaps per game throughout the year. He might get a couple less touches, but I still think he out snaps and out touches Gibson. And JJ, should I pick up Cam Akers or drop him after this week? Or should I keep him or drop him after this week? I mean, we're probably dropping him after. I mean, once Mixon comes back, we're dropping, you know. See, we did. Somebody accidentally dropped Devontae Adams. Another user picked him up. Hate to be that guy, but how do I tell the league to give him back to the original owner? I'm the commish, by the way. Well, you'd literally just put it in the league chat. Like, sorry, I missed this, guys, when it actually happened. But Devontae Adams was dropped on accident. And we're going to reverse those moves and we're going to put him back. And it sucks for the person who got him. But, you know, let's be real. Like, it was never supposed to happen in the first place. And accidents happen. And sucks when it happens, but they happen. What up, Robert? Ingram, Conklin, or Komet? Ingram if he plays. Conklin if he doesn't. And Pam, Madison or Hunt? Hunt. Ray, sell or hold ETN? Hold? I mean, I don't know, unless you can sell them for like a shitload, but snag Ramondre or Trey Sermon. Ramondre. Slot versus wide Rasball, so I think it's average per game. Okay. Corey Wilson, Tracy Stevenson, Sermon. Stevenson. He has the best matchup out of everybody. Pam, should I drop Hunt for Madison? No. Scotty boy, what up, bro? He said just checking in. Smash that like button. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pam still here? Everything good? Uh-oh. Okay, I think it deleted Pam's messages, but I saw it. It carried over. You still here with us, Pam? It didn't kick you out, did it? Okay, Pam's still there. Good. Okay. And even though it deleted your comments on YouTube, I still saw it over here. Oh, thanks, Derek. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And Phil, Brisker or Blackman? Ooh, Brisker. It's tough, man. I love both these guys. Will said, hey, you guys hear that Ramondre isn't starting this week? JJ, who should I start? Akers, Stevenson, Connor, Hunt. Connor, man. Robert, let me know that you heard my answer. I said Ingram if he starts and Conklin if Ingram doesn't start. Tucker 1J, Prescott, Gino. I'm gonna go Gino. It's tough though. Scotty boy, pick one for the flex. 2-2 Akers, Keenan, Tracy. I'll go 2-2. Cameron, Deontay Johnson, or JSN. Both have really shitty matchups. I think I'll go Deontay Johnson, though. Big Sam starting Madison and Sermon in one dynasty. My life is pain. It's tough, man. It's hard out here for a commish. That's for sure. Big Fudge, what up? Chardonnay or Keenan as the flex? Man, I'm just going Charbonnet. Like, fuck Keenan. Keeps fucking fluking us. Corey Conklin or Kraft? Ooh. Kraft. Because the two guys potentially missing. Mondo, what up, bro? I can't wait for football tomorrow and some UFC tonight. Let's go. Is it the pay-per-view tonight? Phil said, put me down for 3 random squares. Gotcha, bro. Yeah, if anybody wants any squares, let me know now, because as of now, after Phil's 3, there's only 79 left. No, sorry. We've had 79, so there's only 21 left. Okay. Snag if Brian Robinson doesn't play tomorrow. So I think they said he's already trending in the right direction. They said that yesterday. I said, should I pick up Austin Eckler and start him over Ramondre? If Brian Robinson does not play, I would do that. Mullany, what up? Do I trade Keenan Allen and Christian Kirk for Jameson? Yeah, sure. Yeah, do it. What up, Dylan? Different leagues. Okay. Well, next time just put them in different questions, because this, let's see. Start 1 QB, 1 RB, 2 flex. Murray, Ford, and then Wicks and Akers. And then start 3 on the bottom. Downs, Ayuk, McLaurin, Sutton, Wicks, Tucker. Sutton, Scary Terry, and Ayuk. And then start 2 out of Garrett Wilson, Dell, McLaurin, Downs. McLaurin and Garrett Wilson. Samik, what up? Trade Bijan. Depends on what you can get from. I bet you whatever you try to trade Bijan for, it will be, you'll get offers that will be less than what you want for him, and that's all you'll deal with. But you need to go look for someone who needs a running back and likes Bijan and get the most that you can. 3 players, 3 for 1. Will said, fucking mods on Smitty's channel. I've hidden me there before. Biggest fucking pussies around. Said that Travis Rowe is a country hick loser. No idea who the fuck that is, but J Cass, start 2, Ayuk, Wicks, McLaurin. Already had London play on Thursday Night Football. Nice, so you're sitting pretty. McLaurin and Ayuk. Not that I don't like Wicks, but he's just got a wide range of outcomes and he drops a bunch of shit. Jamie said, you might give me my first loss in the Battle of the Brands. I got a bunch of starters out. I need it, bro, because I've had a fucking super run of bad luck over there. 2 times I scored in the top 4 of a 14-team league, and I caught 2 losses those weeks. It's some straight up bullshit, man. What up, Richard? Said smash them free subs and likes. Let's get it. Okay, cool. It is the pay-per-view tonight. Pereira and some guy that's gonna get knocked the fuck out. That's hilarious. The Pereira and Roundtree. Okay, so Roundtree's the one gonna get knocked out. And Chef Ran, what's a good trade for Bijan? Cooks, Nico would be nice. Like Cook with no S, maybe. Yeah, but not Brandon Cooks. Phil said Roundtree can bang. Okay. He said, but Pereira is a killer. And Will said, so what's up with Battle this year? They brought back Von Bell. Like, that fucked him up. Guess he wasn't ready. They brought back Von Bell. They, like that fucked him all up. Once that happened, his value became almost worthless to them. Matt said Pittman and Swift for Ayuk. Nah, because if it ends up being Flacco, I want Pittman. We're just going to wait until tomorrow morning to see if Brian Robinson's going to play. Yeah, and I mean, we might hear something today, but they don't have to tell us today. Ryan said, redraft, you send Terry for Garrett Wilson or DJ Moore and Pittman for Garrett Wilson. I think I would just hold. Garrett Wilson has some shitty matchups all the way through week 9. Bake said not on Stonehands level. Yeah. Smokey the cat, what up, bro? Frank said, I have the second lowest point scored and I'm 4-0. Means you got lucky with your schedule so far. Better make some changes. Don't rest on your laurels because you're lucky that you're 0-4. But hey, that's fantasy football, bro. They had a good schedule. Jamie in the house. Shout out to Pizza Venice. What up, bro? Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Cook, yeah. And Samik, Marvin Harrison, Jordan Mason, Amari for Bijan, Pittman, and Spears. I'm giving up the Bijan side. I would just hold on that. I would just rework it. I would rework it. And Mondo said, hey, Roundtree's been a terror lately, so don't count him out as easily. But yeah, Pereira's a killer, though, for sure. Yeah. And Tyler said, so do we start Antonio Gibson over Ramondre? Okay, I'm going to say no, that we're not going to. I'm going to read it again just in case for everybody who didn't hear it. Jared Mayo's like exact statement about this. So he said, had a conversation with Ramondre. He won't be starting. ... Second half of the statement. I'll be upfront and transparent. He's going to play, and he understands he has to protect the ball going forward. So, as long as Ramondre does not fumble, he's going to get more snaps and more touches than Gibson, but he won't be on the field for the first snap or the first couple snaps. Jamie said picked up Olamide Zacchaeus for the bye week. What's your take? Man, I dropped him in a bunch of places, and like it was cool to see him like pop off like last week. Man, I'm so nervous about it. I really don't want to like chase those points. The Browns, I mean, they've been kind of tough in certain spots, but like a lot weaker than in the past, I feel. But like a lot weaker than they were in the past, guarding the wide receivers or whatever. I mean, I guess who are the other options that you chose him over? If there's like literally like nobody, great pickup. Jabril Peppers is going to be out for this week. Let's see. Hold on a second, guys. All right, just answering a message over here. All right. Chef Fran, y'all working his nerves. And Phil said Knicks or Dell in the super flex spot. Man, I mean, I'll just go Knicks because like Dell hasn't really been doing much. It sucks though. Joe, what up? I made a trade for Gino. Traded my 27 first, 26 fourth, and Trey Tucker. Thoughts? Is it a super flex league? If it's a super flex, I like it. Jamie said Roshan. Yeah, see, I mean, yeah, I'm okay with that. Literally, like over those two, yeah, I would have done the same thing. And DeMario Douglas, Calvin Austin, I would have done it over those guys as well. If there's like a 2-2 out there, like maybe I'd play him. Well, not maybe, like for sure would play 2-2 over like Zacchaeus, but yeah, it's not bad. Frank said my league sucks, 5-man bench, and nobody trades. It's a family league. Well, nobody has to trade when you have 5-man benches. Like that's the thing. Like the waiver wire is so juicy that nobody needs to trade. You can just pick up guys that you want, like just right over there, right off the scrap. Flappo, should I bench Stevenson for Sermon, Scaler, Tracy? Who the fuck is Scaler? But no, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say we're gonna Eckler. Okay. I'm gonna say we're still gonna play Stevenson, but we're gonna cross our fingers and hope that he doesn't fumble. If he fumbles, it's gonna be bad. As long as he doesn't fumble, even though he's not the quote unquote starter, yeah, I think he'll still be okay work wise. Big Salzburg donated over 1,000 boxes of food to people in the neighborhoods he used to live in. He said he wants to give back because he remembers worrying about going hungry when he lived there. Let's go, man. We need people doing good stuff. That's for sure. We got too much people making money off of bullshit, man, and not giving anything back at all. And Corey start 1, Wicks, Tucker, Tutu, Mike, Will, Tracy. Yeah, I know who Tracy is. Leaning Tucker, yeah. Pam, Justice Hill, Akers, or Charbonnet? I think I'm going to go Charbonnet on this. Akers kind of sucks. Their matchup's decent. Charbonnet's matchup's decent also. Like, that's another reason why. And I feel like they're going to be up versus the Giants and just run a bunch. There we go. Made it all the way to the end of the questions. Phil said Pereira has a dope ring walk. Nice. I mean, if you gotta have some swagger. Gotta have some swagger. Is he the champ or he is the champ, right? Pereira. I'm so like not paying attention to UFC outside of the pay-per-views that we watch, so I'm always gonna ask a lot of questions. All right. Zaire said, "Is Dawson Knox gonna play?" Yeah. I don't. Why would he not? He's not on the injury report or anything. He'll be playing. JJ, I hate all these running backs are week to week, and every single week to week they are out. Yeah, okay. You guys ready for this? This is something that I learned, like just based off of playing. This is in some ideology that I had in, let's say, 2011, 2012, based on things that I saw. I cannot remember the exact year that it was, but I remember I was like, dude, look at this draft board. Like, this is like in December. Like, I just wanted to go back and like see like what happened to my team, you know, where we went wrong. And so I went back and looked at the board. I was like, and I can't remember who I told, but I didn't, you know, I'm not doing content or anything then. So it's like literally just me talking to my friends. I'm like, dude, look at this fucking board. I was like, we can legit look at this board right now. And like, how many running backs are even starting on the team that drafted them right now, or even starting at all for any team that made the playoffs? And it was like less than 10. I was like, dude, we drafted all these fucking running backs. And like, there's like 10 that are like, you know, out of these like 6 playoff teams, there's like 10 running backs that got drafted that are even alive still on teams that are relevant. And it's always been crazy to me. And that's why I've never really, like, it's a fine line between getting too crazy on the running backs. But they all die. Like, they all do. All of them. They always do. And I've always said, since this kind of ideology, I've always said that I really like the hero RB strategy, because if I could get one running back that hits, just one, there's going to be so many running backs that come up on waivers and redraft that I think most of the time I would be able to fill the RB2 spot. And if I had a bunch of running backs anyways, they'd probably die, and I would like need to fill that RB2 spot anyways. And so it's like knowing that going into drafts that every running back is going to die, going into drafts knowing that the position that comes up with the most relevant players that you can start just on a scrap is going to be running backs. Like, look, we got Trey Sermon this week. We got Akers. Like let's go down the list of like all the different, running backs who are already playing right now. Mason, I mean, shit, that's the biggest one. But yeah, it is. Running backs suck, dude. They really do. Tracy, there you go. There's another one. They suck. They all do. Mondo said Pereira's a light heavyweight champ. And really, the light heavyweight champ is always like one of the dopest, right? Yeah, Madison, another one. Said facts, easier to stream. Running backs. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to leave, my draft without having like 3 or 4 running backs. But like, can you imagine all these people who go like super running back heavy and like all your guys are dead unless you got like the Derrick Henrys and Saquons? Like, you can always guess right sometimes, but you still got to get a little bit lucky. Charbonnet earlier, exactly. See, it's like all these starting running backs. We're only in week 5. We are literally only in week 5. Look at how many running backs have died already. And Crispy, Fryermuth or Worthy? Let me go double check this because I swear that the Cowboys are really good at defending the tight end. Yeah, they really haven't been giving a bunch of they really haven't been giving up a bunch of points to the tight ends outside of week 1. I'm pretty sure it was Njoku like week 1. He's been hurt ever since. I think I'll just go Worthy and just the potential uptick of Worthy because we're not going to be getting much out of Fryermuth either way. I think we already know that, right? Zaire, do I drop B-Rob or Madison? I need a tight end. If I was going to drop one of them, it would be Madison. Joe said, who do I start? Deshaun Elliott, Justin Blackman, Trayvon Wallace. Ooh, some good names here. I like it. I'm going to lean Blackman, though. Zaire, any sneaky tight end plays? No, they're all shit. I guess the sneaky tight end play, Eric All, that's a sneaky tight end play. Strange, if Ingram doesn't play, that's going to be a sneaky tight end play. And guys, who might just be on the waivers right now. JJ, overall, the season looks like the most chaotic I've ever seen since playing fantasy football. So many injuries to big players, what we're considering amazing players. I wouldn't even say that. Like, this is like part of the course, man. Remember COVID? Everybody remember COVID? That was the most chaotic year fucking ever. I don't think it will ever be close to that. And he said, the tight end position. That kind of makes it worse because the tight ends are just straight ass. That makes it a lot worse for sure. Pacheco, yeah, I mean, we started fucking Steele last week and he fluked us. He fucking fluked us. Ghost Monkey, what up, homie? What's going down, brother? Gibson, yeah. Yeah. Joe, Christian Wilkins or Quinnen Williams? Man, it's actually a really good question. I'm gonna go Quinnen. Christian Wilkins is getting double teamed and triple teamed like every single play, and he's doing like a really good job of like taking up a bunch of space of the offensive linemen trying to block him. But for fantasy football, he just hasn't been it this year. I actually dropped him in a bunch of redraft leagues. So if it's redraft, I'd be looking to go pick someone else up. Quinnen's been decent. He started slow, but he's picked up. Mondo, so you think Terrell Bernard's going to play? He said, got Spectre and Rosenboom to counter with. I don't think that Bernard's going to play this week, but we still have to monitor it. They got the morning game, so we'll know in the morning. JJ, from what I heard, Steel is one of the highest drop percentages in history from week 1 to the next. Probably, because when you get like negative points or like 1 point, like, dude, people were so fucking pissed. People were so pissed, man. You got that fumble and you just got taken out of the game. Like, dude, like people probably rage dropped the fuck out of him. I know I did not, because I didn't really pick him up and start him in any redraft leagues. I only had him. I had him in Dynasty, like literally like every fucking week. Like there was not everybody picking up people, and like I picked up Steel everywhere, threw him in my taxi squad everywhere, started him in like 15 leagues. Like, man, fucked me. Mondo said, if he said, who do I go with? We'll throw it in. Oh, Spectre, Rosenboom. Spectrum, bro. He's been killing it. I know Rosenboom's been killing it too, but I'm gonna go with Spectre. Crispy said, set that sub. You gotta do it. Gotta do it. As long as your league has it as an option. Sorry if you guys play in leagues where it's not an option to set the auto sub for Sleeper. Sorry if you don't play on Sleeper, because your league mates won't allow you to. Get in a league with me next year. Get in a league with me as soon as like January of next year. NFL playoff leagues. They are fun. $33 and $55 buy-ins. Super fun. We keep the party going. It's 3-week league that it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And Joe said Eric Gray, Ty Johnson. I got Mixon and Barkley, but I'm dying for a good player this week. I feel you, bro. I'm gonna lean Ty. Will said, I said Shitty Schmitty didn't own his call on Steel, made a graphic for him, and everything Steel went quietly into the night. His takes are pure ass. Yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe people watch Schmitty just so they do the opposite of what he says, you know? That could be a thing. Could be a thing. And Jake said James Conner, Zach Moss. All right. Public service announcement. We do not want to play Zach Moss this week, like in almost any capacity. Okay. Like, I mean, it's not going to be good for him versus the Ravens. James Conner, I mean, I know he's got the 49ers, but 49ers, they're kind of banged up in a lot of places. And so they're not as good against the run as they have been in the past. So James Conner. Fuck yeah, dude. He's been killing it. Mondo said Sleeper is dope. All of my leagues are here except for on the NFL Trash Fantasy app, one of them. Yeah. Yeah. Sucks, man. Yeah, it fucking sucks. And Wilson, I put Schmitty on in the background because at least he's live later in the evenings. I don't have cable, and he provides some comedic relief. Okay, yeah. And seeing like everyone has a reason. You know, I mean, there's so many things that that we could watch for entertainment. Yeah. I smoke some more weed. Yeah, see, I like going live randomly in the evenings, but I feel like a lot of times those shows just they you know, they're a little hit or miss on like how many people actually show up. That's the tough part. Like tonight, I feel like I'm gonna go live, kind of based on like the pay-per-view. Like when we get a little closer, maybe like, you know, get ready to do it in the for you know, around the co-main event or something. Jake said I was leaning his way too. So I can't watch it for longer than 2 minutes. He says just too much in my opinion. He said you're straight to the point. Yeah, we don't need to fluff around. Like, it's maybe because it's like the people who like, okay, how about this? There's some people out there who just really like the sound of their own voice. You know what I mean by that? And even though like I like to hear myself talk, like I'm also a really good listener as well. And Smitty just seems like he's not a good listener, like at all, and that's like half of communication, but there's a lot of people that I could say that about. A lot of people I could say that about. The people who just need to fucking yap. You guys know what I'm talking about. And JJ said, would have been even more hilarious if we hear this week that Steele was cut from the team. That would have been fucking crazy, dude. That would have been fucked up. He's actually a pretty good special teams player. So that's like, he's going to go back to that special teams fucking, he's going to go back to that special teams role. He'll be a depth player. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy like how much hype he got even from Andy Reid. And like he fumbles once, and he's all right. I fucking knew it. It was too much. It's too much. I fucked up. Like as soon as he fumbled, Andy Reid realized I fucked up. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. And Mondo said I have to start McBride, right? I have Tucker Kraft and thinking because the injuries in Green Bay. So I feel like McBride is a must start. Even in this bad matchup, because like I feel like his floor compared to like most tight end ceilings is very similar. So that's just why it's a bad matchup. Everybody needs to know that. But all the tight ends have sucked, and like outside of Trey McBride getting hurt and then missing the game, like he's been pretty solid, like been very decent, compared to like everybody else who was fucking out there. Tucker and Jay, Gibbs on the bye, JT out, Brian Robinson, Wilson are my starters if B-Rob is playing. But if he's out, it'll be McNichols and Wilson. Yeah, it's hard out here for a commish, man. That's for sure. That is for sure. And Will said the ridiculous trade comments are off the hook. Like, why would you give up these 3 bench guys for Bijan? I swear to God that all of those trades are just made up and would never be accepted. So here's the thing. Here's what you got to remember, because I've made trades like that where you get a top guy who the person who has them is so pissed at them because they're 1-3 or 0-4 or whatever that they make a super fucking emotional trade, and they trade for like shiny pieces like right now because they feel like they need to win right now. And in certain cases, some people do need to make those moves and get those 3 players that will outscore Bijan or whatever, because like if they lose 2 more games, their season's done anyways, So I applaud people who make those moves for like specific reasons like that. But then I also want to take advantage of the people making emotional trades, because like that's why I tell you guys, don't make emotional trades. I will be the one on the other end of that trade with you, like if I can help it, so don't make emotional trades. That is like pretty much the number one rule that I keep like just pounding the pavement with everybody. Don't make emotional trades. Derek says he's not a good listener at all. He says Smitty show is funny though. He's not a good listener at all, but Smitty's still my boy. Will said Smitty's a clown. Crispy said so play Akers over Moss. It's crazy because I would play Akers over Moss, and I really don't like Akers, but it's a really, really bad matchup for Moss. And I think that this is going to be a Chase Brown game because they're going to throw the ball. They're going to need to throw the ball like more to the running back. Will said, when I get muted, so my comments don't show up by the moderators, just the whole fucking channel is a joke. You can't criticize anything, or he says you're booted. Yeah, I mean, it all depends on how people criticize, though. I'm not defending Schmitty, but I'm just saying, like, people could be, I'm not, and I know I'm not even talking about you, Will. I'm just talking about people in general. There's people who want to be dicks just to be dicks. So he's been doing it for long enough that he probably just has like, if he had like, he's like probably so jaded to like certain things happening that certain things trigger him. And before it like gets to a certain point, he's like, oh, fuck that. I bet. Because it's real easy, man. A lot of trolls out there. JJ said Trey McBride's been pretty solid now that you've done it. Trey McBride going to get like 2 points this week. Well, it's a horrible matchup like that. We know that going in. Like it's a very, very bad matchup for Trey McBride. So could he get 2 points? Yeah. He could, but I think even in a bad matchup, he could get 10 points a lot easier than a lot of shitty other bullshit tight ends. Like that's my main point about Trey McBride. And Zaire said Zach Ertz a steal. No, he's not a steal. The Browns, I mean, they're not super good at defending they're not super good at defending the tight end, but better in the past. And JJ said, don't make emotional trades, but if you do, then trade me. No, I'm not saying only make an emotional trade with me. I'm just saying if you're an emotional trader, I will be the one who will be there to take advantage of that, because I'm the one who builds up these type of like teams to where shit, I'll give you 4 players for one, but it's going to be all guys that I picked up like over the last week or two, and we're just making these moves and then trade up for one dope ass fucking player. And then you restart the process. You keep getting these waiver wire guys, and you gotta pounce, man. Gotta pounce. That's why, we will be on the good end of some emotional trades for sure. But that's why I want to keep pounding the pavement. Don't make these emotional trades, because I'll be the first one to take advantage of that emotion. Like that's the way that all this works. If you're a good negotiator, which I am, you will just know when someone, I see red. I'll see the red, man. And what up, Richard said, right? And Will says mods, for the most part, they're terrible. I mean, no comment. I'll just leave it at that. Jamie said Stevenson was dropped. Is he worth a stash? Yes. And he said, even though he lost his starting spot, yeah, pick him up. He's still worth playing over certain players this week. Stranger said Bengals will be throwing a lot tomorrow, in my opinion, especially with the 5th best pass protection. Last I looked. Okay, nice. They've been keeping Burrow upright. I like it. CB Dizzle, Keenan Allen, or Shaheed this week. I'll take the upside of Shaheed. And yeah, let's get it. And Philly Mike OG, drunk at noon. Let's go. So watching college football with friends. Nice. What game you guys watching right now? Jeff, what up, bro? Pittman or Wandale? Pittman if it's Flacco, Wandale if it's Richardson. Mondo, does it sound crazy? I want to swap in Higgins for Olave. Thinking about it. No, it's not crazy. Host break hit time. You damn right, Richard. I've been holding this shit for way too long, man. I'm babysitting. Let's get it. Oh, if anyone sees anything at the bottom of the ticker, bottom of the screen, that has changed since yesterday, let me know so I can change it, please. Phil said Russo, Wilkins, McDonald. Let's go McDonald. Crispy said Emmanuel Wilson over Moss. I'm going to say Moss in that case, because Emmanuel Wilson is not really going to get any red zone work. Like maybe a random carry here or there if Josh Jacobs is just tired from whatever happened. But the touchdown that he broke off was a 20+ yarder, right? So, I mean, he's not really in the position to where I feel like he's going to get a potential easy touchdown. But Moss, I think, could get a potential easy touchdown. Even if he gets a touchdown, though, he might barely crack 10 points, maybe not even 10 points. That's why I'm nervous about him. But this case, Moss over Wilson. Emmanuel Wilson. Infinite. What up, bro? Glad you made it, homie. Jamie said I've been getting some crazy trades done, like giving up Reed for Higgins and a top first. Said he's take advantage of recency bias. Yeah, you got to. Penn State versus UCLA. Oh shit. And JJ, I'll give you Zach Ertz, Eckler, Akers, and a box of donuts for Bijan. See, I mean, someone might be like, man, I'm kind of hungry right now. That donut's sounding good. And Tone Bear, what up? Asked last night, but how bad did I jump the gun on the Rice for Worthy trade? I know they're not the type of receiver, but I think he's going to have a larger role now. You didn't. I don't think you jumped the gun at all. Like, I think you made this trade before, like, a couple days before we hear that Rice is done for the year. So I think you did good. Because you got Worthy, right? Like, you gave away Rice and you received Worthy, right? Jeff, Freiermuth or Schultz? Ooh. What's crazy is, like, the Bills, that's almost one of the only places that you could kind of attack them is over the middle of the field. But god damn, man. I'll go Schultz. Tucker won jam in a Yahoo League for the second year. I got the reputation, so I've never been able to make trades. Told them all to kiss my ass. Did it on my own 2 weeks ago. Loaded up on free agents. I'm 4-0 and at the top. There we go. Can't depend on people's help through the waiver wire and just be better than everybody else. There we go. And Jamie said, bet the Moss on the longest run, 9.5. I think the Ravens have only allowed 6.5 as their longest run all year. Fuck. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really ugly day for Moss. Right, Stranger? You still in here, Stranger? What do you think? It's going to be a Chase Brown game over Moss tomorrow, right? Infinite said the Chiefs are gonna pick up a wide receiver. Kelsey will be retiring soon. Ain't going out like that if it's not Devontae Adams, Amari Cooper, or DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, maybe. They've won it without, like, the premier wide receivers already. So it's like, I don't know. I think they got bigger fish to fry. It's going to be someone because Juju's not the answer. Yeah, I mean, of course, Juju's not the answer. Right? Derek, I'm just saying, man, box of donuts, plus all those 3 players when Bijan's been killing us. Crispy, Sharps or Moss. In this case, Sharps. I mean, it's a good matchup for him. And he's probably going to get like 10 touches, total, like between his rushes and his receiving. He's going to get a couple receptions, like, as well. Moss really doesn't get it. Tone Bear got Worthy. Yes. Yeah. I think you did this like literally a half a week before we hear that Rice is out for the season, at least out for the regular season. Maybe they just say that as like their first thing. He's out for the regular season because maybe they have hopes or aspirations of him coming back. Jameson called me crazy. Thoughts on this trade? I'm 1-3, 16 teamer. PPR keeper. QBs are Murray and Baker. Kyler plus Moss plus Kincaid for Josh Allen and Andrews. I mean, Andrews is like nothing to me. Andrews, I feel like, really like makes your team worse. So, I mean, I love, being able to get Josh Allen right there. If you already made this trade, can't go backwards anyways. If this is just an offer that's being sent to you, get someone else in there besides Andrews. I started Baker because I wasn't sure if the trade would happen, but 3 losses came from Kyler this year, unfortunately. And like, you could say that, but I'm sure there's other people besides Kyler that could have potentially lost it for you. And Fantasy Football Lad, what up, bro? Start 2 out of A-Chain, Aaron Jones, Javonte Sermon. I'll go. I mean, it's tough. All these guys have like really bad matchups this week. That's the thing that sucks. Javonte actually has the best matchup out of everybody. So I'll go Javonte and Aaron Jones. I mean, it's kind of crazy to say that, right? Hey, shout out to Ken. What up, bro? Appreciate you, homie. Thanks for coming in and throwing in the super chat. And I totally forgot to update this a little bit earlier. Well, I already updated it. I forgot to just put it there. Appreciate you guys. There we go. Chase Brown game, most def for sure. Phil said Devin Lloyd plays. Whose playing time gets cut, Muma or Miller? That's a good question. I feel like Miller, but let me go see. Let's just see if one of them got more snaps than the other. Let's see. So Muma played more snaps. So it'll probably be Ventrell Miller that will lose the snaps. More than likely. I mean, Muma played 95%. Miller played 84%. They both play the interior linebacker. So I think they're both easily like interchangeable there. So I'm going to lean on Muma. He's the guy with more experience also. Right, JJ's got to flip a coin for the fucking tight end. Such bullshit, man. Jamie said Brian Thomas over under yards 56.5. I took 80 yards plus 235 and anytime touchdown. I like that. I do think he goes over that 56.5 pretty easily. Stranger said average yards per carry, Chase over Moss this week. Yeah. Smash them free subs. Appreciate you, Richard. Let's see how many likes we have on the video right now. $28. If you haven't hit the like button, let's do that now. And Patriots D or the Steelers D? I will go the Patriots D. Jamie said Rice is out for the season. Well, nothing's been confirmed yet. But I'm almost positive that he has a torn ACL. I'm currently waiting on Conklin off waivers. Hopefully you get him. Shout out again to Ken throwing in the super chat. You the man, bro. JJ, can you imagine if Bijan has another headache game? I feel like he'd get murdered. Yeah, it sucks, man. Because on paper, he's doing good, like over 5 yards a carry, like in the last game. Like, yeah, it's just he's not getting 100% of the work, and it's sucking. Corey said Tucker or Brian Thomas. Brian Thomas this week. Yeah. Jamie, Romeo, Deb, skip practice Thursday and Fridays because he's upset about the opportunity. Sherry's a bum. He said not right to act like a diva. I mean, it sucks that he didn't go to practice. And I want to hear more of like what's going to happen with him. But yeah, guys got to speak up for themselves. But yeah, just missing practice. I don't know if that's going to be the way to do it. Ken said Dalton or Knicks. Man, these are like 31, QB 31 and 32 for me this week. It's rough, man. I guess Dalton still, even in like one of the worst matchups. Mr. Vengeance trade DJ Moore for Ridley and Pollard. Probably not. Jamie said Josh Allen owner. Other players are Rice, Pickens, Tyreek. My wide receivers are Chase, Devon Smith, Amari Wicks down. So I don't know who to move off of to get a decent tight end if I accept the 3 for 2. Yeah, don't make it a 3 for 2 then. Throw in whoever is like the throw in like Downs or Wicks or like one of those guys, like someone who you would just potentially drop like anyways. And throw them in. Fantasy Lad, can I drop you my team in here in the comments? Yeah. I mean, if you just drop your whole team though, and you're just like, what should I do? I always shrug, at questions like that. So yeah, just be the more context you can give me and the more specifics you can give me, help you get right. It'll help you get the best answers. Well, I can't make this up, but some guy in one of my Yahoo leagues just offered me Darnold and wants Daniel straight up. Brian Thomas or Sermon? Brian Thomas. I mean, people are crazy, Will. Papa J, what up, bro? Let's smoke it up. And Fantasy Lad, Cowboys or Patriots? Go on the Patriots. Patriots versus Miami. Corey said who to drop to pick up Carr, Ridley, Mayfield, Goff, Dobbins, Juwanna-Man, Wicks, or Sermon. Probably Juwanna-Man. This is the league with only 3 bench spots. Podson, Bo Melton, or Mac Hollins. Return of the Mac, baby. It's ugly, but I said that he's one of my sneakier plays this week because when Shakir, when he went out, it was Mac who got a little bit of an uptick in snaps, but he already plays a shitload of snaps because he's a good blocker. He's on the field a lot, and he got a big uptick in targets as well. So yeah, if we're talking Bo Melton or Mac Hollins, we're going to be going Mac Hollins in those kind of like flex questions for sure. I was just curious if it was or not, Corey. It doesn't matter. Juwanna-Man Jennings still the guy to drop. Jamie said Cameron Hayward a good start this week at DL. I don't think so. Not versus the Cowboys. It doesn't seem like it will be good because they really don't run the ball like all that much. And I mean, I guess they don't need to run the ball all that much for him to get, like 5 solos and get you like 10 points. But he seems to do better when he goes against like teams that run the ball a little bit more. So I'm going to say it's an okay start, but I would want more upside this week than Cam Hayward. Noah, what up? Should I trade Aaron Jones and JSN for Garrett Wilson? No, I don't want to trade. I do not want to trade for Garrett Wilson. Horrible matchups now through week 9. So really sucks. Corey, who'd you start at a T-Law, Rodgers, Carr, or Flacco? Well, we don't know if Flacco's going to play, so I guess we got to pump the brakes on him just in general for now. And this one's tough. I think it's going to be kind of crazy, but I think I'm leaning T-Law at home versus the Colts. Yeah, Rodgers versus the Vikings. I'm a little bit nervous about them. Carr versus the Chiefs. I mean, I like them, but a little bit nervous about them. Let's see, John. Need 2. Ford, Sermon, Brown, Sharps. Feel like Ford and Chase Brown's the way to go. And Tone Bear, 10 team, own 4. Kyler, Kyran. Any other moves after the Worthy trade? I mean, you always want to make like waiver wire pickups, but as far as like trades go, like now I wouldn't be trying to force any trades. Pause. Why you gotta say Bo Melton like that? Melton sneaky without Dubs and Watson. He could be, but I'm just saying, like Mac Hollins is already like Like let's even go see what kind of Bo Melton's like snap work has been, like his targets or like anything like that. So even in a game where Christian Watson only played 12% of the snaps because he got hurt and he didn't come back, Bo Melton still only played 14% of the snaps. And Malik Heath played 13% of the snaps. So I don't know. I don't know about Bo Melton. I'd be nervous. Return of the Mac Hollins. Like, we've seen it a little bit already. Seawolves, Moss, or Stevenson. Go Stevenson. Wandale or Garrett Wilson for Nick. I'm going Garrett Wilson. John Stevenson or Wicks in the flex. Yeah, which I'm curious. So what Wicks are we talking about? I know I'm like super high right now, but what Wicks are we talking about, John? Crispy, Chase Brown, or Madison? Chase Brown. Fantasy, I agree with the Cowboys as a drop with the upcoming games that they have. Steelers, Lions, bye, 49ers, Falcons. Yeah. I mean, that's what sucks. That's why I don't really like try to spend any like draft capital like on team defense, because if you do, you like never want to drop those guys. But if it was like any other position, like we'd move on like pretty quick, you know? I call him Ho Melton. That Wicks. I'll go Wicks over Stevenson. I'm still kind of nervous about Wicks in general. Like his range of outcomes is pretty bad. Like he could literally get like 5 points, you know, or he could have a similar game to what he had last week. Daisy got to be Dontavian Wicks. Yeah, he's talking about Watson, Knicks. Let's see, like, what if it was a W instead of an N, you know, or like there was a little typo like that. Let me see. So Watson, Knicks, Jones, Minshew, Huntley, Brissett, not even in consideration over T-Law. Nah. No. Jamie, then who should I target off the waivers? I missed out on guys like Van Noy, it's K. White, Sister McDonald, or Seiler, McDonald, Grenard, Jonathan Allen. I mean, I feel like Grenard and McDonald are both worth pickups, both in the London game. And man, wish you would have got Van Noy, man. Van Noy's been so good. Agumbawale worth a flex spot? Yeah, he is. He is. Right? He spelled the website builder Wix. Exactly. What up, Frazio? What's going on? All right. I think one more bowl, and then it's gonna be time to get up out of here. Almost 10 o'clock. Almost 10 o'clock in the AM. Yeah, and you know why? It's this new weed that I got. The Backpack Boys like shit. Smoking some white guava gelato right now. I'm like, man. Oh man, who saw Power? Who saw Power? I don't want to give any spoilers. But who the fuck saw Power? Vanessa didn't want to watch it last night, and I was like, I know I'm falling asleep, but I don't give a fuck. I'll stand up and watch this shit. I'm thinking about it all day. Gotta watch it. And next up, Wicks and Reed must start against the Rams. I don't know about must start. Reed probably, but Rams secondary is trash. Rashid over Keenan Allen. Ryan, yes. Yeti Nugs, nice username. Did you start Purdy over Stroud? Purdy's projected higher. I would start Purdy over Stroud. I mean, it's gonna be a really tough game for Stroud against the Bills. Jamie said, no, maybe he slows down and be available on waivers. Van Noy has been crazy stupid. Yeah, I mean, he was the one. He was the one, man. I was telling, he's just great over here. It's just a great situation. And like reminded people to go pick him up. He's got like 2 sacks in every game since week 1. This is fucking hilarious. Yeti Nugs said, name's Yeti Nugs. Come on, can a fella twack get some feedback? I answered pretty quick, didn't I? Yeah, that first one came at 9:46, and it's 9:48 right now. So I did pretty good. I answered that within 2 minutes. That's good for a stoner who's like as stoned as they are right now. That was pretty good timing, right? When new people come in, I always ask, like, is this faster than anybody else would like ever answer? Oh, so my bad. Thought you were bouncing. Okay, no. Yeah, I mean, I am in a second after this bowl, but sometimes babysitting a bowl, takes a couple minutes. But yeah. We got it. Noble Creations. What's the new show going to be about? Man, it's going to be about the same exact shit. That's what I don't get. Like, why are they even pretending like it's going to be like a brand new show? They're going to intertwine it because they're still at fucking school. Like, that's another thing too. Still at fucking school. Talk to what's her name, Effie and Braden, about like they're still going to be doing shit on campus. I was waiting for this show to go off to watch Power. Oh man, just pretend I didn't say anything, Derek. Ryan said, "Thanks for taking the time to answer my questions." Yes, sir. And if anybody else wants to show any love at all for me being here for 1 hour and 45 minutes, hit that $sign at the bottom. Throw in a super chat. Yeah, how about a $5 super chat? I'll do a fat ass dab of some diamonds and some live resin. Pod son of Goomba Wale or Dowdle. Goomba. I'll go a Goomba. Tommy and Kane show. That'd be interesting. Corey said one more league. Who starts single QB? Darnold, Fields, Caleb, T-Law, Stafford. This is so tough to sit Darnold. I think I'm just going to play Darnold. T-Law would be my close second. And Seawolf said Stevenson, maybe limited per the article of the 4 fumbles. They still think him over Moss. Yeah. And I'll say it one more time for everybody who didn't hear it. So he said, the coach, that is Jared Mayo, said that Stevenson is going to be the backup, or that he's not going to be the starter, whatever the specific verbiage was. But they said he said to the reporters they want to be transparent, and he's going to play, but he knows how important it is to protect the ball moving forward. So I think that he's not going to be on the field for the very first play, but assuming he doesn't fumble, I bet that he out touches Gibson and out snaps him. Yeah. Yeti Nugs and Corey showing some love. We're going to smoke this bowl and then the fat ass dab. Let's get it. And he said, run it. Let's go. Appreciate you, Yeti Nugs. And Corey said, thank you for all you do. Couldn't succeed in my leagues without you. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Crispy said Justin over Keenan. Which Justin? Justin Watson over Keenan Allen? Probably, man. Fuck Keenan. And Jamie said, I got Danielle Hunter as my other DL. I don't know if he'll do well against Buffalo. He may or may not. But I feel like Danielle Hunter is like one of those guys who could get like 3 sacks in a game. And so I feel like I'd just leave him there. Let's go. Jay Cass threw it in as well. I said, let's rip it. All right. I'm going to smoke this bowl first. And then we're going to get the and then we're going to get the fat dab, and I'll show you what so I have some diamonds from wafers, and then I have some drip dabs. Drip's the brand. I'll show you guys those and the 2 things. Corey said, breaking news for everyone. The Patriots are forcing Stevenson to retire. Gibson is now projected the RB1 the rest of the season. They're done. They're done paying him all that money. $36 million, way too much, I said. And Lad said, start 3, Leggett, JSN, Diggs, Garrett Wilson. I'll sit Leggett out of these guys. Got a really horrible matchup. Really horrible matchup. All right. Shout out again to Yeti Nugs and Corey and Jay Cast. This bowl is for you. And then we're going to smoke a dab out of this Dr. Dabber right here. Get that all loaded up here in a sec. Let's go. And Yeti Nugs Keenan's been riding my bench. Haven't started him yet. Waste of space, really. Yeah. And like, there might be a game where he actually pops off, gets us 20 points. I won't care if he's on my bench at that point, because he's been so bad that I just don't even want to start him. Like, you got to prove to me, just like Ramondre must prove to his coach, Jared Mayo, that he can't fumble the ball. Like Keenan Allen needs to prove to all of us as fantasy football managers that you can actually be worth a shit on the field. Am I right? Can I get an amen? Fuck Keenan Allen, motherfucker. Dude, fucking hate Keenan Allen, man. And Trone Force, if Njoku sits, I may have to drop someone to pick up a tight end. Would you rather drop Emmanuel Wilson or Raheem? I'd rather drop Raheem. I don't like, especially as bad as it is right now. Like, you almost hope someone picks up Raheem and just like randomly starts him. Like, there's 0 upside from him right now. See, Yeti Nugs is with me. What up, Corbett? Drop Witherspoon. Pick up Xavier Woods at safety. I would. And not just for the cool drop, but that is one of the reasons. Yeah. Xavier Woods has been killing it. And here's the bigger reason why. Shaq Thompson out. I'm pretty sure they're putting him on IR. He might even be done for the year. Like, anybody... did he tear his Achilles? Did they throw? I think he tore his Achilles. Somebody fact check me. I'm like 20 bowls deep right now, and we're about to do a fat ass dab. But yes, because of that, like Xavier Woods, Carolina Panthers safety, for those who don't know, is going to be getting more tackles because Josie Jewell and Shaq Thompson are out. So got a lot of guys over there who don't really know, what they're doing over there. And Derek said, agreed, Husky and Allen, the whole Bears wide receiver crew, including Caleb. Yeti Doug said he's like a shitty girlfriend. He said, I don't want him, but no one else can have him. Yeah, Keenan. I said, this is trash. Keenan are likely. Fuck, man. That's really bad, Crispy. All right, I'm not just going to blindly say likely. Let me go. Let me go see how good or bad the Bengals have been doing against tight ends. So except for Travis Kelce, they've given up just middle of the road numbers to tight ends. Yeah, actually not that good, like at all. Let me see how the wide receivers looking against the Panthers. I'll say Keenan Allen over likely. Like that's how ugly it is. Like I needed to do like a couple like little pieces, and then just wide receivers have been scoring just a lot more on the Panthers than tight ends have been scoring on the Bengals. Okay, so it's it really sucks, dude. It really sucks. All right, let's get ready to load up this dab. Let's get it. Okay. All right, let's see. Where is the drip drop? Oh, is it this one? Here we go. All right, man. Shout out to the Drip and Wafers crew. I'm running low, guys. Help! Help! So here goes the drip that I got here. And it's DRIPP, Drip Extracts on Instagram. These guys are the shit. Trying to get it right up there in the camera. Super fire. And never does the justice on these diamonds because of like the glare, but we got some Wafers diamonds right here. Diamonds are not just a girl's best friend when we're talking about the dabs. Am I right? And oh man, the Yeti man, I know you've never seen emojis like this on other people's channels because nobody keeps it true like we do over here. But I'd really recommend joining as a 420 crew member so you could get all these emojis. And yeah, so we're about to do one of those right there. Let's get it. All right. And transfer with Barkley and Monty. On by, I need 2. Need 2 to start. Braylon. Braylon, Madison, Mostert, Wilson, Trey Sermon. Damn, this is ugly. I'm going to say Madison and Wilson. It's ugly. No, Perry, don't drop him. No. No, I know that you just came here and you didn't hear me talking about him this whole time. Don't do it. He could literally be the starter by next week. He could literally out-touch Gibson and out-snap him this week, even though he's not the quote-unquote starter. He's in the doghouse. That's it. He's just in the doghouse. If he doesn't fumble, he will get a similar amount of usage. He's just not going to be on the field for the very first play. This demotion is more about letting him know that he needs to get his shit together, is more like what it's about. So, yeah, don't drop him. Don't do it. I hope he didn't do it. All right. Here we go. Let's pack up this yabba dabba doo. Oh, and you know what I just thought of? Depending on where you guys are actually watching, you might not see the join button. So I am going to throw this in the chat here. If you don't see the join button, click that join button or click that link right there that I just posted to join. And don't just choose the first tier. Look at the different options. Look at the different options, and yeah, we got a lot going on. A lot going on. All right. Here we go. All right. Fat dab packed. And now we're going to get the second half of this super fat dab. Crispy said, if I get Mac Hollins on waivers, then bench Keenan. I feel like I would play Mac Hollins over Keenan. That's how much I hate Keenan Allen, man. And like, he might go out there and be good this week, you know. And I wouldn't even eat crow like on him because like nobody wants to fucking deal with him, you know. He could go out there and get us 3 points, like again. It could happen. And like, I feel like Mac Hollins is like more likely to score 10 than Keenan Allen is. And if this is the week that Keenan Allen decides to blow up, fuck him. Nobody wants it. Oh, man. The fat ass rock, B. Dude, all right, hold on. I need to go. I need to go refill my water. I really feel like yeah, like this is it's a good idea and a bad idea all at the same time. I need to be fully prepared because you know there's about to be some dying going on here. So yeah, give me 1 sec. Let me go refill my water, hang out for 30 seconds, and you know, there's nothing worse than being an ill-prepared stoner. Like, let me just tell you, nothing being worse than being an ill-prepared stoner. So yeah, listen to Revolution for a sec. Let's get ready to inhale, exhale. And all I do, flip the switch, load it up, tap a button, and then it keeps hitting it up until it turns green. And when you see the green, it's time to get in between those titties. Shout out who gets the reference. Salute. Hey, baby Joker. Woo. Whew. Oh, man. Oh, I said, God damn. Whew. All right. Debating on another one right now. But got to clean the bottom out of this shit. Dude, look at these. Love these swabs. Totally hooked me up. All right. Because this thing gets so fucking oily. Dude, look at this shit. Fucking gross, man. The regular Q-tips, they won't, they really will not work. Like it's, damn it, what are these? The glob mops, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, sorry, because they gave me them all for free. And I should be telling everybody to go follow them on Instagram. So do it. Fuck. And Derek, no, I have not got the 420 Crew Friends t-shirt yet. No. Feel like it's got to be coming any day, though. Sucks that it's Sunday, you know. So, I mean, well, if it doesn't come today, it's not going to come tomorrow. So that's what I mean by that. So sucks that, but it's like, you know, It's like football comes on Sunday and we don't even think about literally anything else. But yeah, man. Derek says mine's still saying it's in production. Oh, it hasn't even been sent out yet, huh? I wonder. I have I gotta go. I gotta go check. I gotta go check that for sure. Whew. Hey, Marty in the house. What up? What up? We've been rocking for 2 hours. 2 hours. Woo! John said Richardson if he plays or Caleb. Caleb. Jeff, should I pick up Leggett or Downs off waivers? Leggett. Alexander, Stevenson or A-Chain? It's crazy. We just had this question earlier. A-Chain, like literally like 5 minutes ago, maybe 10. A-Chain. Like, who should I start out of Wandale or Garrett Wilson? If Neighbors was playing, I would say Wandale, but I'm going to say Garrett Wilson. Fantasy Lad. When you look to trade away a wide receiver, would you look to trade away any wide receiver mentioned? Wilson, Diggs, JSN, Leggett, JMO to improve my running back room. I'm usually not a fan of trading away, like on paper, whoever your best wide receiver is. But if you could get like a crazy haul for Garrett Wilson, I'd do that. I know you probably won't get a crazy haul because he's been kind of shitty, but I just don't like his matchups until like even when week 10 comes around, like it's still like it gets a little bit better, but it's bad all the way up until then. And JMO, I'd potentially move JMO. Was burning the midnight oil watching Grateful Dead videos. Nice. Alexander Stevenson or Pickens? Ooh. This one's tough. I think I'm leaning Pickens. It's still kind of a tough matchup. Corey, start 4. Metcalf, Garrett Wilson, Brian Thomas, McBride, Kraft, Worthy, Leggett, Wandale. Metcalf's in. Brian Thomas is in. Garrett Wilson's in. And I think I would take Worthy as my last guy there. Be Worthy or McBride. Odell's active. Oh, man. Oh, questionable to debut in week 5. Okay, so I guess we'll see. Where I said Dubs being a diva, so he's skipping practice because he didn't like his role in the offense. I mean, that's maybe. I mean, see, it's like we don't. I wonder where did everybody hear that? It said that he missed practice due to personal reasons. That's like what their website actually says. But I guess I just haven't heard it specifically. Like, did he say that or did the coach say that? Or is this like speculation that's like just gone viral? All right. And just a heads up, guys, for tomorrow, Sunday Night Football, we only have 21 squares left. So if anybody is trying to get on that board, let me know. Let me know. Okay, Marty said a random Twitter account, so nothing legit. Okay. Because I knew some people said that, and just like, well, you know, like you guys are telling me that people said that. I didn't see whatever that was. That's hilarious, though. that is fucking hilarious. And Fantasy Lad, I don't know how the fuck I have Lamar Jackson and Fields. I feel that QB room is stacked. I mean, as of now, it is. Perry said Miami Dolphins wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. practiced in full all week, but still remains on the pup. Okay, well, it's questionable to make his debut. Yeah, he would have to get, I think, activated like today. sometime. I think you can get activated like the day before. But yeah, we're seeing that, and like that's today's news. Like, yeah, so he's probably not going to get activated today. Pace, I don't believe that if he gets benched, he'll play harder narrative. Never really works out with running backs. Well, it's because you're saying he gets benched. Like, that's a totally different narrative than you're not the starter and you're not going to be out there for the first play of the game only. So, yeah, you're just reading into that narrative all wrong. Beck will make a season debut against the Patriots for Dolphins team floundering. Yeah. Corey start 2, Worthing, McBride, Yoshi, Tolbert. Worthy and McBride. Oh shit. He did. So he did get if he got activated today, he's playing. Yeah. So he did get activated today. News just came out. Adele's active now. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Fire him up. Oh man. Well, you know what? Since I got a few super chats earlier, we won't just do one dab only for that. We'll smoke another bowl here. I got another kind of tree that I from the Backpack Boys. This is Smokers Club. I don't know what this is all about, but let's go ahead and try it out. Just opening it up for the first time. Who's getting into Halloween movies already? So I've already watched the Rob Zombie Halloween. What else have I watched? I mean, I always kind of watch like Screams when they're on. Ooh, Kendrick Bourne being activated from the pup list. He's going to debut this week. Yeah, OBJ's hella washed. I was just joking about the fire him up. Because there's so many people who just like, they get like way too into like the flavors of the week or whatever, and everybody becomes a must start. And most people are just saying this shit so they can get like noticed, you know, off of like someone seeing their shit and like maybe talking shit to them because it's such a bad take. Marcy, oh my God, Vikings fan account talking about a trade, JJ McCarthy for Dexter Lawrence. I mean, Dexter Lawrence is a pretty dope defensive tackle, to be fair. But yeah, that's obviously a troll job, though. And Marty said, my girlfriend for sure, she's a horror fanatic. Okay, what Halloween movies you watch so far? And what are some Halloween movies that everybody kind of has to watch like every year? If you have such movies. Will said, according to report from veteran Packers beat report, Bill Hubbard, SI, guys who reported that Dubs is unhappy with his role, not a random Twitter account. Okay, so there you go. Thanks, Will. See, that's the kind of information we need. And Corey said McBride, Justin Watson, or Mike Williams. Ooh. I think I'd take the upside on... I think I'd take the upside on McBride. I feel like it's between McBride and Watson. Mondo said, hell yeah, Halloween's dope with the spooky vibes. I'll probably watch the classic It movie on my day off. Okay. Nightmare on Elm Street for show. And is it just number one for Nightmare on Elm Street, or is there other ones that people feel like they're inclined to watch? Derek said, I have to watch all the Halloweens every year. So like every single Halloween, like you go through Halloween number 1 and all the way through H2O and all that, and the Rob Zombie ones. Do you do that like as well? Very curious now. I have to fire up the AMC during October. They play all the movies for Halloween. Okay, nice. And he said, yes, every single Halloween, everything. Okay. It's crazy to hear like the Yeti Nugs. I like the Texas Chainsaw movies. Which years specifically on that? I mean, that's one that's been remade a bunch. The one that kind of the Jessica Biel one. I mean, that was the one that happened, what, 2000 something, 2002 or 3 or something like that. So that was the one like when I was like still a teenager that that came out. So I'm partial to that one of the Texas Chainsaws. And Corey, who to start in the flex spot? Huntley, Brissett, Yoshi, Leggett, Tolbert, Wandale. All bad. This sucks. Like, it's tough to even like make a choice here. I'll say Brissett. Will said Halloween 4 is brutal. Watched it in the theater. People booed and brewed threw things at the screen after the ending. Oh man, Texas Chainsaw's dope. Yeah, that's the one where the guy came in at the end and killed everybody in the police station and set Michael Myers free. What? So that was the most stupid ending I've ever seen in a horror movie. Just some random dude comes in, kills a bunch of cops, and set Michael Myers free. Lame. Yeah, see, number 1 and 2, those are the only ones that I've seen like all the way through. And look at that. Derek says he loves number 4. Number 3 and 4, I have not even seen them. Like, so I don't even know like anything that you're saying. That'd be brand new to me if I watched it. Even the Halloween like H2O and like all that shit. Like maybe I've seen like little tiny random scenes or whatever, but I don't remember seeing like any of those like at all. Crispy said, "You want to see real horror? Go look in the mirror, motherfuckers." The Doe said, "Traded Rice for Higgins." You got Higgins, right? Mondo said, "Not sure why, but the first Child Play movie still freaks me out." See, and that's I feel like because those ones were always on fucking TV, like USA and shit, that I've seen those outside of Scream. Like I think I've seen Scream because those are ones that like I'll make sure to watch Scream every October. Like Scream 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like all of them. That's like my movie franchise, like right there. That's my go-to for the horror movie franchise, the new age shit. And yeah, outside of that, like I feel like I've seen the Child Plays more than anything because they were always on fucking USA, like back in the day, always. But yeah, is it when his legs kick? When she's like, "You better say something, I'm gonna throw you in the fire," and like holding him up like she's about to do it. "You stupid bitch!" Starts fucking going crazy on her, and his fucking legs are kicking like crazy. And and Yeti Nugs, you start in Joku over Conklin. I mean, if he plays, yes, but that's make sure Yeti. I go live every single morning, so make sure you're here, especially Sundays. I'll be live talking all the news and all that shit. I'm only if Njoku plays, I'm playing him. Plain and simple over Conklin. And if he doesn't play, Conklin is, he's better than a poke in the eye. Mario said Jamie Lee Curtis hit the cash cow with the Halloweens for sure, like Mariah Carey at Christmas. Yeah, you ain't lying. She was in so many of those and like just all the remakes and everything. Number 3 is the worst one. I skipped that one. It doesn't have anything to do with Michael Myers. What the fuck does it have to do with then? I thought Halloween, like, were they trying to see if they could like continue the franchise without Michael Myers? Because he's already died like 3 times, twice. I mean, but he keeps coming back. Actually, I swear, number 2, he died like twice in that movie. So what the fuck? Yeah, and you've said this before. Must have been last year. But yeah, what the fuck does number 3 have to do with? Of course, if Lloyd plays Muma droppers, he rosterable with Foy out. He's rosterable. I think it's Miller that's going to be the guy who's not going to get much. Will said, as a kid, the original Child's Play freaked me out. He said they're funny. I love watching them and laughing at them for being scared in the first place. Best line in Child's Play movie when Chucky's at the elevator and the woman comments, "Ugly doll." He's like, "Fuck you." Yeah, that shit's funny. And number 1, probably the best. I swear I've seen number 2 more than any of the other ones. I don't know why. Number 3 is whatever. Crazy though. Like at the army starts instead of the paintball shit, fills them up with real bullets. And then the Bride of Chucky, that was the next one, right? That was just kind of like the new age one, I guess, at the time, early 2000s. This is all right. I like the part when they're about to have sex and she's like, hey, do you have a condom? And he's like, what? Baby, I'm all rubber. And oh man, Yeti, anyone ever seen Leprechaun Into the Hood? One of the worst movies out there. But it's funny, man. Didn't he start rapping or something like in that movie, in Leprechaun? That's a bad one. Roll said I'm on a long ass trade ride right now. Where you going, bro? Where you going? Derek, Halloween 3 is about some Halloween mask made in a factory and wanting people to wear them during the show. And so they all die and they watch this show on the TV during Halloween. Just dumb. Okay, yeah, sounds dumb. And Leprechaun in the Hood was trash. Yes, very trash. Very trash. But I'm sure that there's like funny parts that'll make us die laughing, like because of how bad it is. A friend with gold is the best, I'm told, but a friend with weed is a friend indeed. I do remember that line. And then he like hits the joint, right? Going up to northern Utah. Okay, all right. You remember that shit, Derek? Oh, man. Fucking Leprechaun, man. So ridiculous. The Leprechaun always freaked me the fuck out. Just a scary looking motherfucker, man. Just a little creepy little motherfucker. I still think everybody should watch The Terrifier 2. It's pretty good. Yeah, it was a good line. He ain't lying. He ain't lying, man. He ain't lying. And you know what? Maybe we have to get that sound drop. And not like the first part, but just a friend with weed is the best indeed. Man. Yeah, so the Halloween movies. Yeah. Just 1 and 2, that's it. And Derek, what do you think about the Rob Zombie one? Number 1, not number 2 from Rob Zombie, because number 2, Mondo said that was the best line of the movie, for sure. Hands down. Both Terrifiers were good. Okay. Derek said he likes the Rob Zombie ones. They're really good. Yeah, the first one's like real trippy, right? Like the showing him as a kid and like, you almost feel bad for him. Like, fuck, man. Like, but that's what's crazy, to do as much fucked up shit as he did. It's like, you have to know, like, he comes from fucked up upbringing, right? The dad, man, such a creeper, right? Fuck. Such a creeper. But yeah, and Vanessa, one of her friends, they actually, like, the kid, like, in there, they know him. Like, he's amongst the scene wherever they were in, like, San Diego. And the guy that plays Michael Myers in the movie is from my hometown in Saskatchewan. Oh, shit, son. Oh, shit. Yeah, the kid. Because, I mean, shit, when was that movie made? Like 2007 or 8? So, I mean, like, he's an adult, like, I don't think they didn't even know him as a kid. They met him as an adult. And Mondo, The Exorcist was freaky as hell. Yeah, man. Crispy, he'll tell you all about The Exorcist. Man, Matt, that's how fucked up it is. Crispy got taken to see The Exorcist at like 6 or 7 years old or some shit. How fucked up is that? Noble's like 7, and I'm like, dang. Like, that'd be, I don't even like watching The Exorcist. Like, man, that'd be just fucked up to like terrify a kid like that. But that's how you can like scare him and shit, right? Like, you terrify him with something like that, and like, better listen. About to exorcise the demons. And Derek said it's the same kid from the Hancock with Will Smith. Okay, cool. Tyler Maine, let's get it. I watched a terrible horror movie last night. Antlers, really good build up, and then got stupid real real fast and didn't look back. Antlers, so it's about deer. I mean the title doesn't scream great cinema, but I feel you. I feel you. Wandale or Dortch? I'll go Wandale. The Dahmer series had me creeped out a few times, dude. I don't know why I just thought, you know, a movie creeped me out. Showgirls, absolutely frightening. He played Sabretooth as well. Cool. I mean, he's a huge motherfucker, right? And Michael Myers, like, Michael Myers is the only one who will, like, roll up in a car. Like, that was the coolest thing about Michael Myers. It was like he was real meta compared to everybody else, just keeping it real, you know? Like, he wasn't going to walk all the way across town, you know? Freddy would fucking teleport all the way across town. Jason's ass would have to walk all the way across town. It might take him a while. Right? You might be able to, like, chill for a couple hours. But, like, Michael Myers, man, he might just roll up in like some old school Chrysler and shit. Just roll up on you. And yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. And Marty, Wizard of Oz scared me around that age. that wicked witch, man. That wicked witch. And Will said the one thing about Michael Myers compared to the other horror villains that he could be a real life dude compared to Jason and Freddy sort of thing. Well, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Because he was a regular person, like Freddy, like, you know, he's down with the SA and all that crazy shit. And like, you know, he did kill some kids, but it was like all the craziness, like that came out after he died and like came back and like, you know, haunted you in your dreams. Like Jason, like, dude, Jason died when he was a kid, remember? And so like, yeah, like literally came back like all those years later. And now he's just this paranormal guy. Yeah, he said Michael Myers in the gas station on the way is hilarious. Oh, man, you don't want to catch that guy like at the gas station. You know, he's hella pissed. Don't let him catch you. But the way that Rob Zombie pretty much like brought that character to like life, you know, with like the backstory of him being a kid, you know, it just makes you think just like way differently about Michael Myers in general. And like, man, like how creepy was that? It was like the girl's boyfriend who even brought the mask in. He was like, hey, I want to wear the mask. She was like, that's so creepy. And then he goes into her room, finds the mask, throws that shit on. Creepy little fucking kid. Creepy little fucker, man. I see that Rob Zombie did great with that movie. Yeah, what do you think about number 2, Derek? I really like number 1 from his. Number 2, like I feel like with what he did with number 1, it almost did an injustice with like number 2. Because like that, the number 1 that he made, that was so good, man, so good. And I know it's tough because he like covered so much from the first one already. Probably tough to answer that up. Okay, Derek says he likes both. Yeah, I don't even feel like the need to watch number 2. And maybe it's one of those ones that I think I've only seen it once. Maybe I know with a lot of movies, sometimes I need to watch them a couple times to appreciate them a little bit. But it's tough. It's tough. But what about the old school Psycho movies? That's a creepy fucker, man. And Zaire said, tomorrow morning's where we have to be ready. Oh, yeah. Make sure you are here bright and early. And, oh, don't forget, we got a game that kicks off at 6:30 West Coast time, a.m., 9:30 Eastern time. Don't forget, I will be live a little bit later tonight. We'll be watching the UFC pay-per-view, you know, doing the lineup questions and all that. Do not forget to set your lineups tonight. All right. Getting the hell up out of here. Appreciate you guys rocking. Thanks for all those super chats at the end. Last Halloween movie, didn't like it, made Mike look weak. Yeah, I think that one, if I'm not mistaken, I think Seth Rogen is involved with that one. Can't remember, but all right. We'll see you guys a little bit later tonight. Yeah, we'll be live somewhere, but it'll coincide with the UFC pay-per-view and, you know, the co-main event and the main event. And we're getting some questions answered, and we'll be setting our lineups for tomorrow morning. It's going to be a bloodbath. Let's go. We'll see you guys there. Peace out.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans. Here comes the